Hey guys, what's up and welcome to Life in Japan podcast. I'm Rashid Matthews Hall. On this platform, we'll be going over different topics from a Japanese and foreign perspective. We'll be covering all relevant topics for people who want to live in Japan. Be sure to check out our content and make sure that you like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's jump right into it. Okay guys, hello and what's up? And welcome to Life in Japan podcast. And first off, we want to wish you guys a warm 2026 and a good start to the year. And today, I have someone who is very special, a very amazing person to me, someone who has accomplished a lot in the business world, and whether she knows it or not, she's also very inspiring as well, okay? And I think that this episode is going to be really awesome because we're going to focus on some aspects that are going to be very important, very interesting for a lot of viewers on the channel, as well as people who are just probably checking out what Life in Japan podcast is all about. So, first off, would you please introduce yourself and give us your name and background, and you can tell the world who you are.
In English and Japanese.
Of course, either one is okay.
Okay. Hello, guys. I'm Marimiyata from Business World Corporation. I'm the publisher of English magazine, so located in Tokyo. So ビジネスワールド社の代表の宮田と申します。よろしくお願いします。
Yes, guys. So, whether she knows it or not, she is just amazing. And I am so grateful that you took the time out for this interview today. Thank you so much for your time.
It's my pleasure.
It is an honor to have you on this podcast. So, first off, so from a business standpoint, you've done so much in Tokyo. You've traveled, you've seen so many things, and you've been exposed to a lot of different cultures. Based on what I've seen, in terms of her material that she's produced. What I'd like to know is, what inspired you to become a businesswoman in Tokyo, Japan?
Actually, so I am the president of Business World Corporation, but it's because of my father. So my father's founded this company in 1971, and I took over his business.
Wow.
And I began this. Yes.
So you were able to learn aspects of the business from your father.
Yes, I did.
That's incredible.
Thank you.
He sounds like a very important man. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. That is really nice. So, Business World Corporation, that's just such an amazing name. Honestly, when I think about it, I think about content that involves the world. So, exactly, could you please tell us, what is Business World Corporation about? What is the history of Business World Corporation?
So, Business World Corporation is founded in 1971. Yes, and
Wow.
actually this year will be 55th anniversary.
That is incredible.
Yes, it's
55 years,
Yes.
guys.
Yes.
Guys, most businesses don't even last 5 years nowadays. That is insane. 55 years. Wow.
So, my father started in 1971 as the first English magazine published in Tokyo.
What?
Yes.
That is incredible. The very first one in Tokyo.
Yes.
Wow. That is amazing. So today, where can we find the media that the company produces? Where's the company at today in terms of media? In terms of relevance, yeah.
You mean how do you find it?
Yeah.
So we can find, so this is Wininganddiningintokyo. So
Ooh, look, check that out.
Yeah. So you can find in a bookstore, major bookstore with
Check
foreign
that out.
magazine
Look at that.
section, and yes, and also we distribute to many hotels and restaurants. Yes.
Wow. So that's incredible. So you can find a lot of these books and a lot of these media almost anywhere in Japan, basically.
Yes. And also ebook as well, right?
And ebooks too.
And Kindle.
That is nice. Look, it's all about accessibility today, guys. A lot of people love to read. Personally, I love reading, but being able to access really good media anywhere is amazing. It's incredible. So what about in terms of social media and things like that, Facebook, Twitter. Is that available too as well, like this media?
Yes, it's available. So and we run like Wining and Dining, and also we run two websites. So one is Japan Restaurant. It's a restaurant search website.
Wow.
So for Tokyo and Kansai.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So for both regions.
Yes.
That is incredible.
Also like we run a Jselect. It's like a web magazine in English and Japanese, and all our media have Instagram and Facebook.
Really?
Yes.
My Instagram is huge. Okay, we're on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram. Okay. Yes. But yeah, Instagram is everything today, right? Almost literally every single business out there is just on Instagram, right? It's just pretty much how it is. You know, it's accessible. It's a very easy way and a very quick way to get a lot of media out there so that the world generally sees what you're putting out. So you guys got to get on Insta. So here's what we're going to do for sure. We're going to post the links for your Instagram for all this content. So you guys make sure that you check out literally everything for Wining and Dining. All the other stuff is going to be in the description. So when you click on the bottom of this video, you're going to see literally everything. You make sure that you check that out. That is incredible. That's awesome. Yeah.
You can find many good restaurant information.
Of course.
Yes.
And I'm sure that a lot of people visiting Japan want to get that information. So moving on to our next question, right? So you have all this amazing media, and I was able to actually to look through a lot of the stuff that I got beforehand, and I saw these delicious, amazing selections, right, from these different countries. But what I'd like to know is, has Miss Miyata ever lived in another country? Have you ever experienced that?
Actually, so I've never lived in abroad, but I've been to London for UK.
Oh, okay.
Several times, like each time is like around 2 weeks. So in
Wow.
total, I've stayed in UK for a few months.
I see. And how was that experience for you?
Yeah, it was amazing because it's kind of like a homestay.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's why I could know the life and the usual life and how it's different with Japan. Yeah, it was very good experience for me. Yes.
You hear that, guys? So she literally had the time of her life in London, got to experience a lot, just so many different things. And I can imagine that cultural experience was just impactful for her, essentially, and really shaped like who she is today in terms of, you know, her direction and the company, and essentially just the inclusiveness that she has and what she's also put into the content in terms of the culture overall. I think that's just incredible. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's amazing. So this is another thing that I'm really curious about, and I've been thinking about this a lot. And I said, you know what, Mari is really amazing to me because her communication level in terms of her English is really, really high to me. Because you can understand what I'm saying, which is very important, right? A lot of people in Japan struggle with English communication. That's just the way it is. So, you know, after seeing the educational system like firsthand, they study a lot of English in Japan, right? Just understand, from a grammar standpoint, in schools, from literally every level. But the thing is, a lot of people in Japan don't have the opportunity to communicate in English on a regular basis. So it's hard to sort of to have like really like long, detailed conversations. Maybe you're talking to someone and they're just like, right? It's very common, right? But you know, I'm really impressed. What I'd like to know is, to me, you are amazing at English communication. I think so.
Thank you.
I think so. So, how did you improve in your English?
Actually, when I joined to this company, I could not speak English that much.
Really?
Yes, but I studied in junior high school and university,
Yeah.
as a Japanese. But like when I joined, like most of all my colleagues are foreigners. So I
Wow.
have to use English, even my English is not good. And I try to understand, I try to communicate,
Yeah.
but like I cannot be just quiet. I have to speak with
Right.
someone. So then, like
Wow.
naturally, I could learn so how to speak, and within 6 months to can speak English like that. Yeah.
That's incredible. Like, I'm sure, listen, a lot of people in that situation, maybe they would just freeze, right? It's so common, right? Because that's sort of like a very common thing here, where most times in most situations, if it's just common. Like if a Japanese person doesn't understand, or if they don't know, they won't say anything, right? But it's very inspiring that you took the opportunity and the initiative to improve your communication for yourself and also for your business. That is incredible, Mari.
Yeah, thank you.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you should give yourself a lot of credit, because it's so hard, right, to improve in English, especially over a short period of time, to now where you sort of have that longevity where literally you're improving almost every single day in terms of your communication, right? And I think it's even really important for you now to have English speaking friends, right? Yes.
Yes.
That way you can even level up even more.
Yes.
Yeah.
The language, if you don't use that language, you forget easily. Like if you have some chance, can we communicate?
Yeah.
So you can improve.
Absolutely. I agree. So, moving along, right? You seem to me like the type of person who is very goal oriented, right? You're trying to achieve things.
Yes.
So, my next question, what are your goals in terms of like your personal life, professional wise? What would you like to do in the future?
Okay, so the goal for the business. So now, like as I say, it's our 55 years history, and
It's a long time.
I don't want to finish in my generation. So I wanna hand this company to my next generation.
Oh,
So
wow.
even 17 years, 80 years.
Right.
Yes.
So maybe like in the future, like would you like to have like maybe your children like take over and improve and build the company to even higher heights?
Yes. I hope.
Yeah, for sure. So you have children yourself too, right?
Yes, I have 2 sons.
2 beautiful sons, very handsome. I see the pictures all the time. I'm like, oh, that smile, those smiles are amazing. They have that same beautiful white smile. I love those smiles. So what about like for you, like your personal life? What would you like to do in the future?
Personal, so now I'm quite busy with my business, but so now, I wanna travel all over the world. Actually,
Ooh.
I've been to 29 countries, but like mostly Europe and of course US and many Southeast Asian countries.
I see.
Yeah, but I wanna I have to go to the South US. I wanna go there.
That's a very good goal. So, if you could, let's say, like, if money wasn't an issue and you could go anywhere in the world right now, like, which country would be your first visit? Yeah.
Peru, Machu Picchu.
Peru, Machu Picchu.
I wanna go
looks
Machu Picchu.
amazing. Yeah, actually, I think I have a friend I think that visited Machu Picchu. I think last year. So we went to university, to the same school, and we were both in a like pre-medical program. I think he continued with his pre-med studies. His father is actually a doctor from Haiti. His father is Haitian and his mother is Puerto Rican, but he was raised in New York City like me. So we both went to the same university. We met in university. That is an amazing goal.
Yeah.
I would love to see some Machu Picchu pictures on Mari's Instagram.
Yes.
Yeah.
Machu Picchu is like like that is the place my mother wanted to go.
Oh, right, yeah.
She passed away 3 years ago, but
I'm so sorry.
yes,
Yeah.
that is this. When I asked where would you like to travel to my mom, she said she wanna go to Machu Picchu, but it's too far, so she could not make it. But I will go. Yeah.
I think that's a very good way to honor your mother, to sort of do something that she would have really wanted to do herself, and in her memory, sort of being able to do that and to dedicate that to her. I think that would be amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you.
So, moving on to our next question, I'd like to know, so who do you admire the most and why?
So I think the people admire me most are my parents.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They are very hardworking, and they taught me just love and so many things. Like the importance of life and yes, everything. So they are amazing.
Yeah, I think a lot of people can relate to that too. I feel the same way. For me, my parents, they also worked really, really hard too as well. Both of them, they came from Jamaica. That's where my mother is from. And she migrated to New York City in the 1980s. And she went to Pace University and she graduated with a degree in accounting. Yeah. But I've always seen my mother work really, really hard. Growing up in New York, she put me through private school. When I was younger, I was in so many different programs, in martial arts, and baseball and swimming. So she always kept me busy outside of school. So I had no time to do anything bad, right?
Yeah, exactly. Same as me. Yeah.
So I think it's kind of like a good strategy. I think for raising children, because you sort of want them to be well-rounded, right? That's really awesome. So what I'd like to know now is, I know you're really, really busy. And in Japan, almost everybody is really busy focusing on, their business, their livelihoods. And for many individuals, they have to raise, their families and their children. So usually, especially here, many people put the livelihoods of their families first. So they don't really have a lot of time to allocate towards, doing different things outside of, work and their home responsibilities. But like for you, because you have amazing content on your Instagram. And listen, I'm going to post the link for that Instagram in this video. You make sure you follow Mari on Instagram.
Thank you. It's Marimiyata.
Yes, please.
All lowercase.
All lowercase. You heard it here first, right? So, what do you like to do in your free time? What are your hobbies?
Actually, I found my hobby from November.
Really?
Yes, it's still new, but I started hot yoga.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's so much fun. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So is it relaxing?
Yes, relaxing, and also it's not normal yoga, it's hot yoga.
Hot yoga.
So it's around in the room is around 30 degrees. It's not very hot, but when you make the pose of yoga, so you sweat a lot, and it's good for my skin.
Your skin looks amazing. I noticed that here. Her skin looks amazing. You might not be able to tell because I'm right here, but she looks amazing. Literally when I saw her, her whole energy was just I was like, wow, Mari, you look great.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
Yes, but it's good for my inside. So,
like your stress?
Yes, stress can be relaxed, and yes, I really enjoy it. Yes.
So usually, how long does it last when you do hot yoga?
Lesson is 1 hour per day, but recently I go to 4 or 5 days in a week.
That's amazing, yeah.
Yes, when I started so I was wondering, can I make the time to go?
Yeah.
When I decide I go, so I could make time. So
for yourself,
yes,
it's self-care.
Yeah.
I think that is so impressive. You know why? Because many people struggle with work and life balance, right? So just doing something, just for yourself, where you feel really good physically. Your body is thanking you. I can imagine you're probably sleeping better now
Yes.
that you're doing hot yoga.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So do you usually do hot yoga after work?
So like for the weekend, it's after work, maybe around
Right.
from like 7 p.m. or something, and sometimes they have night class as well, like
Really?
even like from 9 p.m. or something. So like after I finish my job and go shopping and make dinner for kids, and after having dinner, then I go yoga.
Ah, that's really, really nice. So, like in the hot yoga class, like, are there many people that are like there? Like, 'cause I've seen like some of the hot yoga classes, like on YouTube. Like they sometimes like some of the studios, they'll have like these live videos where you'll see, maybe 20 people in one room and they have the yoga mats, and then sometimes they have like the smaller groups. So how is your situation, like your at your studio?
My studio, it's quite huge. Like 40 people can fit in one
Oh,
room,
okay.
and one wall is all mirror.
Oh,
So you can
wow,
see.
you can see yourself.
Yes, you can check your
posture.
Yes,
Yeah.
whole pose is like correct, and yes.
It's interesting. I did, well, the last time, when did I do yoga? I did outdoor yoga actually last year. I have a friend of mine, her name is Mickey, and she is a personal trainer and a professional yoga instructor. So she invited us to do outdoor yoga. Was the year before last year, in
In
2024,
the forest or near ocean?
in Yogi Park. Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
So Nisen Nijiyon. So she always did like an annual, like end of year yoga session for just relaxing. She's beautiful, has an amazing body, amazing. She looks amazing. So we did content together on my fitness page. So you can actually the videos on Rashid Matthews Hall Fitness. For those of you guys who are subscribed to that channel, you can find it there. So we did some content, but it was like about a 2 hour long session, about maybe 2.5 hours, and I felt so refreshed. It was incredible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can refresh.
Yes. So I remember I was so stressed because at that time, because I was doing so much work, sort of balancing just, work and content and just literally everything. And sometimes in Tokyo, we have so many things to think about that it's just really hard to find time to just relax. I think a lot of people are stressed. It reminds me of like New York so much. Like it's almost like the same energy because literally, everybody is thinking about so many things.
Like I think it's for all like in big cities.
Yeah.
And so many people, so many noise, and
Yeah. But I think hot yoga will be very beneficial for you.
Yes.
And I honestly, I hope that you continue with it. And I personally would like to see in the future, if you're comfortable, maybe some hot yoga content on your YouTube channel in the future. If they would allow you to. I think she would get like maybe 1 million subscribers. Just record some nice poses.
maybe.
Maybe right. You never know, right? Yeah, I got it to laugh. I'm happy. Okay, so moving on to the next thing, right? So, and I ask this question a lot. In Tokyo right now, especially in Tokyo, but all over Japan, a lot of things are changing because Japan is trending. And it is getting way more popular, right? Everywhere. If you look at a lot of social media platforms, especially on like TikTok and Instagram too, but generally TikTok, and on a lot of streaming platforms, everybody is seeing a lot of Japanese buildings, Japanese infrastructure, famous Japanese monuments and places, because everyone is sort of traveling and the world is changing, obviously, right? A lot of people are coming into the country now because of what's happening. I remember when I first visited Japan, I came to Japan for the first time, I believe, on November 7th in 2014.
14. Okay.
Yeah, Nisen Juyon. So I came when I first came to Japan. I came as a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu competitor. A lot of the viewers know. So I started, my journey in Japan through competing and doing competition in sports. So Jiu-Jitsu is very similar to Judo.
Yeah.
And it's even more popular now because a lot of people are doing it here. There's more schools and more gyms. And the Asian Open is still a very big tournament here. When I first visited Japan, I came to Nagoya. Even Nagoya now, it's very different from the Nagoya that I saw even 10 years ago.
Yeah,
When
it's changed a lot
my
in
God.
10 years. Yes.
I was there in the summer. The summer, this is in, because at the time of this recording is 2026. This is in 2025. When I went there, during like summer vacation, Natsuyasumi, it was unrecognizable to me. I'm not gonna say whether it's positive or negative, but I'm going to just speak generally, right? I saw many people, and particularly a lot of foreigners, right? In a lot of the shops, I want to say clubs, because where I used to go a lot was a place called Sakae, and I was there. I used to always compete in jiu-jitsu, maybe go to the southern parts of Aichi, like Higashiura, Obu. I used to live in Tokaishi as well. This is a few years ago. But go to these places and then go to Nagoya for like some relaxation. At one point in time, my ex-girlfriend she's maybe still in Nagoya as well. So it's always, to me, there's so many memories there. But now it's so different. It's and the same thing is even happening here now, right? It's interesting. So many foreigners coming into the country, right? But you can sort of answer this question however you want to. You have freedom to say whatever you want on here, right? A lot of foreigners are coming into the country, basically. What is some advice that you have for anyone that wants to come here, if they want to maybe visit? It doesn't matter if it's 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, right? Or if they want to become, let's say, like foreign residents like myself, and they want to obviously come here, do it the right way, work, contribute to the culture, pay your taxes and do the right thing. What is some advice that you can give, even if it's one thing?
Okay, so maybe within 10 years, there's a number of foreign visitors come to Japan. It's like increased for like 5 times, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like in 2015, it's around only like 10 million or something. But now it's like more than 40 million. So yes, then foreign residents as well. Now it's like over 4 million foreigners are living in Japan. 4 million.
Wow.
Yes, so especially in Tokyo, you
Yeah.
can see like
It looks so different,
Yes.
especially here. It's so different. I live in Kanagawa, right? So like my area that I'm in right now, when I first moved there, about maybe several years ago, maybe in 2022, it was still roughly the same, almost all Japanese. Now, it's like I see a lot of Japanese people still, but then you'll see someone. I'm like, whoa, that guy looks like he's from my block in Brooklyn. I'm like, it's interesting. It's changing.
Yes.
It's incredible.
Like for example, in like Tokyo,
Yeah.
in Shinjuku or Shibuya, maybe if you work during weekday,
Yeah.
daytime, like it's rare to find Japanese people. Like most it's all foreigners. I feel so. But if I say some like advice to
Right,
the
yeah.
person who living or visiting Japan,
Absolutely, and it's important.
yes, and actually, so in Japan, like moral education is very important. So we did from very young age, and I think like there is a saying like when in Roma, so this do as the Roman do, right? So and I think like I wanna foreigners to make like respect our the moral education and respect it. Yes.
So basically, what she's saying, uphold the traditions of the country, be respectful. That's the most important thing. Be a part of the community, right? Contribute. You are in Japan, you are a guest in this country, right? So, as we said in the other episodes, you have to use common sense. So, we even spoke about this in the previous episode that we had when we recorded with Chisato Mori. I don't know if you saw that video on the channel, but she is a tour guide in Japan, like all over Japan. She travels all over the world. She's been to like Australia, India, Brazil, literally everywhere. Yes, but she is a tour guide, and she told me that some foreigners, they've done some things that are a little bit questionable, such as like they have like the shrine. The shrines are so sacred, and in some of these shrines, there are people that are going there like you're not supposed to take pictures, guys. You can, right? So it's a place for prayer, and they have the signs, right? Even now, especially, and I can imagine how tiring it must be for like the local people, especially the ones that are there, to have to sort of go through the same thing. But people are taking pictures.
And sometimes like they do some the left
Oh.
right, yeah. that
Oh.
yeah, that's so sad.
Oh my God. You're right. Actually, I just remembered. So there was a situation, and I was so embarrassed by, I think it was an American guy. I could be wrong, I think. There was a guy who did some like marks, I think. Was it on the Tori at the,
Yes.
which was it? The one at, is it Harajuku? I don't remember. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Is it near? It's near
Yes.
Harajuku, right? I think I know the one. That was so like even that's just crazy, guys. I'm from New York. I've seen a ton of graffiti. I literally, it's funny, right? When I came here, I remember how clean it was. When I first visited Japan for the first time, I came with my mom, and we were just looking around. We're like, wow, this is so clean. This is so amazing. I'm looking at all the buildings because I'm 23, so I'm just like, oh my god, oh, convenience stores, oh, the chicken, oh, buildings, and then I go there now. Literally, I went to the same spot that I went, literally the same station last year in the summer, Nagoya. The first place I ever been to in Japan, like just off the plane, Chubu Airport, go through the train, come up, and when I went there, there was just trash.
That's so sad.
I said no, this is, and then that's when it just kind of called to mind, especially to make videos like this, because I said, you know what, I feel like I've been here so long and I understand what not to do, that I have to talk about it, on a platform. It's great, the marking on the gates, guys, it's really, really bad. So, you just take that from what she said. If there's anything that you do, the most important thing is be respectful, use common sense, contribute to your community, right? And overall, do the right thing, and don't put the spotlight on yourself in a negative way, because at the end of the day, you won't see a positive outcome, right? So when in Rome, right? As she said. So just keep that in mind. So thank you so much for helping us with that, Maria, and for giving some very sound advice. I appreciate that very much. Such an amazing person. So for the people who are watching this episode for the first time, maybe they're seeing the the platform and just checking out some videos and everything like that. Do you have any messages or any thoughts, or if you want to talk about anything that's going on with you and with the page, she has so much good information here, as you guys can see. We have like some stuff where they have an application as well. Let me get that in the camera. Whee! Yeah. Go ahead and check that out. There's an app for Wining and Dining in Tokyo and for Jselect. But don't worry, all of this information is going to be in the description of this video. We're gonna post the links so you guys can find literally everything, whether it's the restaurants, the social media pages, and all the locators, as well as the content in regards to all of our pages. Yeah.
Japan Select have more good content for foreigners who live in Japan, like for example, like English speaking dentist feature, or yes, like those kind of like very useful information is on Jselect website. Yeah.
That is cool. English speaking, I need that. I have a funny story. I have a very funny story for another day. But yeah, so English speaking doctors as well. What about like other services? Like what can we find?
Like in Jselect, you can find many like English speaking something, like English speaking hospital, English speaking dentist, English speaking like a beauty salon, or like English speaking hair salon, or like this like sort of things that you need in your life in Japan. So I think it's very useful. Yes.
That is awesome. That is so cool. Thank you so much. So if you have any type of, whether it's content or social media pages, where can we find the amazing and beautiful Marimiyata?
So
and tell the viewers. Yeah.
So I post Instagram, so for the kind of daily base, and my account is Marimiyata, so it's one word or lowercase, and also we run the Wining and Dining in Tokyo space is Wining Dining in Tokyo. That is that.
And that's one word?
One word, yeah.
Perfect. So that's simple. That's very easy to find. Thank you so much. So, Mari, thank you so much for your time. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you very much for your time too.
It's really a pleasure. And I love seeing your content literally on all of our platforms. Like she posts some of the best food content. Listen, I'll tell you one thing. If you are hungry, if you're really hungry and you must get food, if you look at Mari's Instagram, you will feel very hungry. So just be warned that if you follow her on Instagram or Facebook, you check out her pages, you will see the most amazing food content out there. So go ahead and check everything out. It'll be in the description. And once again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in for this amazing episode. And I'm extremely grateful. Thank you once again.
Yes, thank you very much. So thank you for listening. Thank you.
All right, guys. See you soon.